Good day, good people. Once again, you got the grumpy old nerds in your ear. As always, I'm Uncle John, who has way too much knowledge about movies, TV, comic books, and all kind of stuff that's irrelevant to the world today. And I always try to bring friends with me so that we can have an intelligent and biased conversation, but no one's opinion matters but mine.
Hey.
Up there is Cuzzin
Sounds
Amayou.
good.
Hi, Cuzzin Amayou.
Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone is doing great today.
All right, whatever you say. And then over there is Uncle Rod. Hi, Uncle Rod.
What's up, good people?
Below him is Auntie Nicole, who just randomly gets kissed by people in public, apparently.
It just happens, everybody. But how you doing?
The answer to that is it just happens. Wow. And finally, in the booty chair is Uncle Percy. Hi, Uncle Percy.
Hello.
All right. So the summertime is usually the happiest place on earth for geekdom because we have all kind of content that's coming out. And we definitely are going to try and review as much of that as possible. First up, Jurassic World, Rebirth, Reborn, Regurgitated. I don't know what this was called. What was this called, Amayou?
Something.
It was called Rebirth.
Rebirth. Okay. Thank you.
It should have been called The Ugliest Dinosaurs Ever, but okay.
So, Cuzzin Amayou, why don't you regale us with a review of Jurassic World Rebirth?
Okay, first of all, in case you all just don't remember, there have been 6 other Jurassic movies. So we got the first 3 Jurassic Parks, 1, 2, 3, and then you got the Jurassic World, 1, 2, 3. And so now we're on our 7th one, Jurassic World Rebirth. Scarlett Johansson looked great. Let's just go there. That's good. She looked great. Not enough, not enough going on, but she looks great. The
I don't know what that is, but all right.
I
don't know what that was, but okay.
What's up, Alton?
The dinosaurs were the ugliest ever because they were hybrids of, all the DNA splicing that they were doing, and hell, probably since the first one, pretty much. And so they had these little they were just really ugly. There was some ugly. There was one cute dinosaur. Her name is Dolores. Okay, she has a name. Yes. But the storyline is okay, we got to get this DNA from the dinosaurs to help with, human problems, cancer, Alzheimer's, whatever the hell they're trying to cure. And apparently they have to get the stuff from the dinosaurs. So they go to the island and oh my God, something goes wrong.
What a surprise.
But in addition to that, there was this little family, right? That was just out there in the ocean. And apparently they got too close to where the island was and there was dinosaurs there. But my thing is don't y'all know this by now? And there was in a little boat too, a little sailboat. So I'm just this, it's just they want us to accept way too much.
Is it the exact same island, Amayou?
I don't even know. Either way, they knew the island was there.
At that point, they need to be hey, just put a blockade around it, and nobody can, you can't come by.
Keep it like that island over there in India where you can't get near. It's protected. You know what I'm saying? They keep people from going over there.
All in all, I would like to say that the movie was okay. If you just want to see another Jurassic movie, go see it for that and that alone, or maybe Scarlett Johansson. I'm ready for the last Jurassic movie, which should be Jurassic World Extinction. I don't want to see anymore. Thank you.
Oh wow.
God bless.
So there's nothing that distinguished it from the other films, plot wise.
Let me think. No. No,
Okay. All
nothing.
right.
Something always goes wrong. Someone's always in the wrong place at the wrong place at the wrong time. Like
Doing
it's
the
just
wrong
like,
thing.
bruh. Yeah,
Hey,
it's
okay.
sorry.
Oh
So,
man.
okay, first of all, I didn't realize this is the 7th film in the fucking series.
Seventh
That's
effing Jurassic something. Sorry.
that's wow, that's amazing. Next, so if
7.
I'm not mistaken, Mahershala Ali, I butchered that name. I'm sorry. He's in the two as like a mercenary or something, a
He
mercenary with a
is.
heart of gold or something like that.
He is in the movie. He's there to help ScarJo. Yay.
To help save the little white family from being eaten.
Yeah, well, some white folks and a little Hispanic family. Yeah, they was
Okay.
Hispanic. I don't know what part they was from was Hispanic.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is there any mention of previous Jurassic films or any mention of the other characters? Sam
No,
Neill,
no
Jeff
real mention
Goldblum.
of the previous people other than there's like a little like homage to like the original one. But basically everything that they're saying is that information came from the first one when they started doing the DNA splicing. So apparently
Mhm.
after they did the DNA splicing, this island is where they sent all the rejects. I'm sorry, why are we not killing them?
Oh, oh, as opposed to just fucking killing them because they're man-eating
Matrix.
killing machines.
7 movies, apparently.
Not
Sorry.
the
Sorry.
reject.
So, Amayou, were there any redeeming qualities in this film?
There was a cute little girl. She had a cute little dinosaur. His name was Dolores. That's it. That's all I got.
So, Dolores is the cute little
Oh,
girl who's the one redeeming factor.
No, Dolores is a dinosaur. I don't know that
Oh,
child name.
dinosaur. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Dolores,
What was I?
yeah,
What was I
Dolores is a
thinking?
dinosaur.
Because in the last set of Jurassic films, like Chris Pratt had made friends with Blue, who was a
Yeah.
Yeah,
raptor or
the
something.
raptor.
And I'm killing myself because I know this shit. But okay, so there's no mention of the previous Jurassic films.
Not
It's
really.
the retreaded plot,
Yeah.
and doesn't shit happen.
I
Of
mean,
course.
like everything goes wrong, and they try to get rescued, and that fails, and then they try and get rescued again, and then that fails. So, I mean, eventually they get off the island because if not, there wouldn't be another one, which I'm sure is coming.
So,
You
so
know
So
a
all
the
the
question,
character
extras
so
get
the
taken
question
out.
becomes, why continue to make these?
they make
People
money.
like my dumb butt went inside, okay, and spent my little money. I mean, I got a membership, but still.
So here's a character who I wonder what happened to. Remember Jeff Goldblum's little black
Yes.
daughter in the second film?
The black daughter,
Yes.
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 Where is she? She said, "Fuck this, I'm out."
She
Yeah,
stayed for
like a
long.
like
As
a real
the
black
reason
person,
why.
She
Yes,
learned,
absolutely.
left around and found out.
As we do.
like a true black
Right.
person. Yes, I survived that, and I won't be going anywhere near that.
Mhm.
Sweet.
You know what? That's a great way to end this, Raj. Like a true black woman who
There you
said, "I
go.
went through some traumatic shit. I ain't doing that shit no more."
Mm-mm.
Deuces.
There you
I
go.
got to go to my therapy appointment.
Right. Okay. So, as mentioned earlier, well, first, hi, Uncle DJ. How are you?
Hey, Uncle DJ.
Hey, what's happening? That sounded
Well,
like Jurassic Park inbred. Like,
Yeah,
no, it's Jurassic World regurgitated.
well,
yeah.
okay,
There you
all
go.
right. I just figured, like cousins, the dinosaurs sleeping with each other's sisters and brothers and cousins, and they just came up
Yeah.
with some ugly
Oh,
dinosaurs.
and you missed the
That's
fact that the dinosaurs are ugly now, as opposed to before when the dinosaurs were
No, no,
beautiful.
no. I heard that part. I've been
Oh,
backstage for a long time.
oh,
Uh,
oh.
Auntie Mel been eating or something.
Okay. All right. Well, next up, as I stated before, the summertime is heaven for geekdom because we have so many properties that are coming out, so many films and so many games and comics and whatnot that people are excited about. What I wanted to ask everybody today is, of course, well, actually today it's been out, but it's officially coming out tomorrow. Superman flies into theaters this weekend. And I wanted to kind of get
Yes.
everybody's expectations for what do you need to see in this Superman film for it to be successful? What do you want to see that would make you happy in this Superman film? God knows we've had a gazillion of them. But what would make you happy? And the people and Alton and everybody else who's out there watching, please type in the comments. What would make you satisfied with this Superman film? Anybody go ahead and start.
go rogue. I want it to be dark. better be what DC was meant to be if that was the case. But we're not going to get that, I'm sure.
Mm.
You want it to be dark like the Zack Snyder films?
Um, Not exactly Zack Snyder, but I mean, we're talking like how the comics put it. I mean, when you think about it, Superman is not a nice story, you know what I'm saying, so to speak, when you start looking at it, with all the stuff from the originals. And I kind of would like, or at least DC would like them to make it more for adults than it is for trying to make it like how Marvel does it for the whole family to go and enjoy. Give me a dark story. I want to see that.
Yeah, fuck them kids.
Yeah, there
Right.
you go.
She want another Christian Bale or get one of them what's them Scars guards, like Scars guard Superman and shit, one of them
So
dark motherfuckers.
so
Superman becomes
Nicole, I would offer a little pushback with that because Superman, and I understand what you're saying about DC being the darker version or the more, quote unquote real version for cinematic universes, but I would say that of all the DC characters,
T.O.
Superman, what nothing about DC has been trash garbage truck juice. Oh
That's
my
garbage
god!
truck juice.
You know what? Trash garbage truck juice. I can
yeah,
visualize that, and that's nasty as fuck. But
That is
anyway,
Oh,
nasty as fuck.
yeah.
But
the
wait a minute,
smell
didn't you
alone.
the trash out
wait a minute,
But
real,
let,
real
let,
quick.
screen.
Didn't you hear Dean Cain what he said? You can't have no dark Supermans.
But that to
Yeah,
my point, I
I
was going to
mean,
say that of all the DC character and Supermans,
yeah,
He's
of
gotta
all
be
the DC
white.
of all the DC characters, Superman is the one who is quote unquote the brightest.
yeah,
Meaning he one of his main supervillains calls him the Big Blue Boy Scout. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're
yeah.
looking for dark, there's Batman, and that's why the
Right,
two
I get
characters
it.
play off each other so well because you got the darkness, no pun intended, of Batman, and then Superman, who's a lot more optimistic, who's a lot more,
Yeah, but I liked it when
pure
he
of
went
spirit and
rogue a
heart.
little bit. It's like it made him. I guess I wasn't expecting that, and that's what made him a little bit interesting when he went rogue. So,
I'm about to say, wasn't that enough?
no, but
No.
hey,
You want them darker. You want them darker. Okay. All right.
oh
It sounds like you want the Superman that was down with Dark Side Dark. Like I don't know about
uh,
that.
yeah. I mean, it just put it like this. It's not so much that I want him to be that way, but it would be a different story than what we've been getting. You know what I'm saying? It just
Okay,
wouldn't
so
keep,
you
with the
just want a
whole Boy
departure.
Scout thing each
Yeah,
and every time.
you
Just
want a
kind of,
departure from the basic stuff. I got you.
yes, do
Okay.
something so that he has a recovery story or something. You know what I'm saying? Give us just something different.
A character arc.
Mhm.
Yes.
I got it. Okay, so when he came to Earth and he was being raised from this little boy, instead of putting cats in the microwave, he was just pulling the intestines out through their ass and shit. Stringing them, making his own, tennis rackets and stuff, and he was just doing dark, dirty shit, because he could.
So
And then, but somehow,
Alton
Oh,
I don't
brings up
know.
a
I
good
don't know if
point.
that'll pass
Alton
was
muster.
said that
real
he wants
Mr.
to see
Terrific.
Mr. Terrific portrayed well enough to forget the lame ass CW version. I'm
Okay.
I'm really interested. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm really interested to see how they portray Mr. Terrific in this film because no matter what, black people ain't gonna be satisfied. Let's be honest.
You
Black
think?
people, they're gonna say, "Oh, he's corny. Oh, he's it." Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
It's
but you
Mr.
know what?
Terrific.
Those same people who thought he was corny are the ones who thought he was corny regardless.
Yeah,
They always thought he was corny.
yeah,
You know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
you're not gonna get them to think he's cool.
Hmm.
No, not with a big ass black T on his face. No, the black people.
wow.
I would really be happy if my black people could get behind a character who's not just all the time. I love Smallville. Okay, Mel, no one asked you. I would love to have a black character who didn't have to be this rock solid hard motherfucker.
Mm.
Pause. I know.
Pause.
Whoa. Whoa.
I know.
Whoa.
Phrasing.
Lord.
Wow.
But a black character who had flaws, who wasn't perfect, who wasn't this, rock solid god. Pause
Well,
again.
that's because the pendulum swings in the other direction.
That's
Because
true.
when you first had comic book characters who were of color, who were black, they had problems. They had serious problems, and everybody was cool with it. So now we want to have representation where that's not happening. So
Hmm.
I
I
think
got you.
that Mr. Terrific is an interesting addition to this
Right, no
film,
kidding.
as well as the other heroes that they have in it. And I'm curious to see how they're going to integrate them into this story.
So Rod, since you already have the big portion of the screen, what are your
Okay.
expectations for this film? What do you want to see happen? What would make you happy?
You know, to be honest, I've seen all the Superman films that have come out. I've read a lot of Superman. I just want them to give me a good story. Just give me
Okay.
a good story.
Okay.
There you
Um,
go.
I
That's
don't
fair.
need, I don't really need a whole lot of specific canon from the comics. If you can give me the basics and not mess up the basics, I'll roll with that.
Okay. Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. Hey, Uncle Percy, what would make you happy with the Superman film?
Okay.
All right then.
Okay. Amayu, what would make you happy with the Superman film?
You're
Okay.
listening to a podcast or something.
Okay. I don't have any comic expectations or anything like that. Like I said, I like to just, watch the movies and enjoy them for what they are. So I want to see a fine Superman, and I checked him out. He does look good. Hey boo, Mr. Corn Sweat. Um I like the fact that there's a dog in here. Apparently, that's like a thing from the comics. I don't know if they ever did the dog in any of the other movies. Did they? Did they do a dog?
No.
I don't
Okay,
think
so
so.
I like that. That's super cute. And I'm just interested in getting to know this new Superman guy. I
I don't
personally
know.
do not mind a rock hard, solid superhero.
Jim Caviezel was the joint though. I thought Jim Caviezel was like pretty hot. I don't know if there was a hot one. Jim Caviezel was.
So, DJ, did I ask you yet?
About what?
What are you
What would make
expecting from
you happy in the
Superman?
Superman film, man? What are you
He got
expecting?
hypnotized for a minute.
Clearly.
Hey, no, I was commenting on all the stuff that y'all was talking about. You kind of threw me when you talked about the dark rock hard motherfucker, and so I was I was kind of done. I was kind of done after that. I was like, you know what? I don't want to see nothing. I don't want. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, if I may, I asked everybody. Okay. If I may, I want to see a good story, number one.
Hmm.
I want to see the one thing that the Christopher Reeve Superman had that I haven't seen with any other portrayal is
Richard Pryor.
a
Oh, my bad.
solid is a solid definition between Clark Kent and the character of Superman. And
Hmm.
what I mean by that is when Christopher Reeve was Clark Kent, he was a little nerdy, shoulders hunched over, um,
This here,
had no self assurance, right?
always
Along with the
pushing his
glass,
glasses up. Yeah,
there was always a definition between Clark Kent and Superman, and actually
yeah.
in the film, in the original Superman film, there is a scene where Clark Kent is at Lois Lane's house, and he's thinking about telling Lois that he's Superman. And at one point, he takes off the glasses, and it looks like he grows 3 inches when he brings his shoulders back, and he's literally transforms into the character of Superman. Jesus Christ. He literally transforms into the character of Superman before he changes his mind and says no and puts the glasses back on and I'm a catch hell for this and shrinks back down
And shrinks back
to
down. There you go. There you go. There you go.
But here's
He's
so
the
got
thing,
I
though.
gold.
want to see the
That's one of the things
difference
they're going to talk about in the movie,
between
right? They're going
I
to
want
talk
to see
about.
the
Right, right.
difference between Clark Kent and Superman. I want
He
to
was
see
wearing those magic glasses.
I want to see the character difference
Static.
between Clark Kent and Superman.
He was wearing the magic glasses. Don't forget about
T.O.'s
the
talking
magic
about Static
glasses.
John Stewart or Cyborg.
To introduce
Unfortunately,
Static
I don't
John
think we're going
Stewart.
to get any of
No,
those,
none of
bro.
them. None of them. But we
Unfortunately.
we have a cornucopia of other characters. We got Metamorpho, we got Hawk Girl, we
Ooh,
got Green Lantern,
Guy
cornucopia.
Gardner.
Guy Gardner. We've got Lex Luthor. We've got a Crypto.
And
We've
Mr.
got a
Terrific.
gazillion other. Yeah, we've got a
Who's
gazillion
playing
other
Lex
motherfuckers.
Luthor in this new one? What's going on?
Nicholas Holt, who actually plays Hank McCoy, the Beast in the X-Men film.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The young ones, the young X-Men.
Hello?
And I'm not necessarily convinced about him playing Lex either.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello, you had your chance. Hold on.
Hello?
I'm not
Hello?
even necessarily convinced about Nicholas Holt being Lex Luthor. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? So you can mute him. You can mute him now. That's fine.
No, what I was trying to say was the magic glasses. They do talk about the magic glasses. You're talking about him humping over and all that stuff. I think in the movie, don't they talk about the glasses? They're magical or something. Make them. They actually talk about it between Hawkgirl and the Green, whoever that Green Lantern is.
in the new one or the old one?
The new one. The one
Oh,
coming out.
guess we'll find out. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Waste of time.
Wait a minute. Why are your sins Uncle DJay?
Huh?
Wanted to rename himself.
His name is Uncle.
Hey, he's undercover.
Okay.
All right. What's next on the docket?
All right. So
All right.
I think this would be a good place for a break, if you will. And when we come back, there's a discussion online about review bombing and how people are just like, without even seeing a fucking project, they want to
do
come
it all the
out
time
and give
I've
you
seen it.
bad reviews, and it's stupid, and it all goes back to the fanboy gatekeeping culture of which makes nerds look ridiculous, to be honest. So let's go ahead and go to the break. Uncle DJay, if you don't mind.
Just real quick, don't you hate on shit before it comes out
No.
all the time?
Go ahead.
No. Oh, my bad.
Go ahead.
I was thinking of somebody else.
I know.
After these messages,
you know what?
we'll be right back.
We can go there tonight, damn it.
New York's got a way of swallowing men whole. The streets bleed. They think this city belongs to them. And hope, that died with the last honest man.
Two things you can't take back on this job, kid. Bullets out of your gun and words out of your mouth.
I know that already.
This city don't run on laws. It runs on fear, and I own every drop of it.
You don't own the city. You infected it. And I'm the cure.
I lost a friend, and I will not rest until this killer is found.
I wasn't always like this. I had a simple life. Then I found the mask.
You think a mask makes you righteous, Spider-Man? You're just another freak hiding in the dark.
Maybe. But I'm the freak that keeps the city breathing.
Welcome back. Once again, we're the Grumpy Old Nerds. I'm Uncle John, and everybody else is irrelevant.
What happened to the commercial?
So, as we
What
are
happened to the
proceeding,
commercial?
Mel,
What
that
happened to the
commercial,
What happened to the commercial?
Percy,
Huh?
like for real.
What happened to the commercial?
You
What
good,
happened to
Percy?
the commercial? No. What happened to the commercial?
So as we proceed, actually, let's talk about that commercial real quick, because that looks
Nicolas Cage.
That looks actually. I was a little skeptical about Nicolas Cage being in a live action Spider-Man film, but I don't know. That didn't look bad.
That's the same dude that made Sin City, right?
I don't believe so.
I mean, they stole all the aspects of Sin City.
Yeah, very much so. It looked very much like a fucking direct copy. Yeah,
everything.
But I mean that, and of course, Spider Noir was introduced in the animated Spider-Man film with Miles Morales, correct?
To the mainstream, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it looks interesting. I might check it out, but why the
Well, it's
fuck
on
wouldn't I?
Prime, right? So
Yeah. As long as it's on Prime, we good.
yep.
We're good. It's on Prime.
We have options.
So as we were saying, review bombing. So which is a lot different than what we do because we shit on stuff, sure, but we don't go.
Damn.
We don't go and have our friends all jump on it too,
Right.
trying to make something not be successful. So
You mean we don't go all Diddy on it?
Oh my God.
Definitely not.
Or
Definitely.
baby oil.
Okay,
Nope.
where the fuck is the pause with that?
No.
Everything I said in the last segment was pause, but we can't get pause with that.
Pause.
Hey.
So anyway, this is coming to once again. This has come to the forefront because with Ironheart there was review bombing, wanting people not to see it because, of course, it's a black girl who is the lead of a Marvel property, and there are some factions out there who didn't want it to succeed, and it's stupid as fuck, to be very honest, because it goes into the gatekeeping culture that goes along with this type of content. Rod, you give me something, your opinion on this whole review bombing thing.
It's nothing new. It's nothing new, like you said. Certain segment of the population gets mad about something, and they all decide they want to band together and talk crazy about it before anyone even sees it. They did it, like you said, they did it with Ironheart. They did it with Black Panther. They did it with almost every Marvel film that's come out. They've done it. It's been consistently ranked low on Rotten Tomatoes before it actually comes out. Every Marvel film.
Yeah. And then
So,
Ironheart actually has turned out to be one of the more popular properties that Disney has had out there.
Period.
Well, that's good. That's really good because, Ryan Coogler being executive producer, just basically, is another win for him. There's a whole story about Sinners and what Sinners maybe what was supposed to have been, but that's a story for another time. But I just want to mention there were these jerks at Nerd Erotic, another site.
Yeah. And
they were playing a preview to Ironheart, and instead of just crapping on it or not liking it, some of their comments got not even borderline racist or like step over the line racist.
Yeah.
And it was ridiculous. Like, okay, you could not like it, but then you have to try to bring stereotypes into it and try to get laughs out of it, like, and you the only ones laughing, right?
I think that
there's a basement. Get out their mama's basement.
There's a distinct difference between not liking something and expressing your view of not liking something, and then just doing shit hoping something doesn't succeed. You know what I'm saying? Right. And like you said, the fucking racism or sexism or ageism or whatever other ism there is towards a property. There's a certain faction out there who just don't want to see stuff succeed because they feel that it's not good. And you can feel something's not good. Nobody gives a fuck about your opinion, as our show is a test. But there's a point where you're trying to sway someone else's opinion because of your prejudices towards whatever is going on.
You think Disney needs to not make money, and Disney is woke, and you don't like it, quote unquote woke, because that's not what it really fucking means. But anyway. It's woke, so you don't want anything they do from here forward to be successful or make money. So, you go out of your way to be the extremely squeaky wheel of foolishness and talk crazy.
That's about right.
Yeah. So, Uncle Percy, what is your opinion on review bombing?
Oh, I love it.
Nice. Nice.
I get perfect example. If I get a chance, I'm going to talk about that terrible movie that's coming out, I guess in August, called The Naked Gun. I think it's bullshit. I think it's a disgrace to the original. And if I can get 10,000 people behind me, I do it.
So, That's an interesting direction to go in, because you feel that it's not, you feel it's a disgrace to the original, right?
Yes.
And you don't want it to succeed. But to what extent to
Did you
what
see?
extent are you willing to go to?
Did you see the trailer?
I did.
I didn't see nothing funny. I seen
Well,
two trailers.
the trailer where the black guy was where they were all like looking at pictures of their fathers, and
Right.
the black guy was looking at O.J. Simpson, looked at the camera and shook his head. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny. I thought that everybody's like, "Oh, Dad, I miss you, oh, Dad," and then the one brother's looking at O.J. Simpson, looks at the camera, is like, "Yeah."
See, I didn't even see that clip. I didn't even see that clip.
That was funny. That was funny to me.
You are not the father.
But I mean, that there's nothing wrong with not liking a film. There's nothing wrong with that. Not liking a film, not liking a TV show, that's cool. But to not like it and put it into some racist bullshit trope.
Well, not racist, but just saying this, just telling people not to waste their time and money going to see a movie that is going to be terrible. I don't care.
But that's different than what we talking about.
Yeah, that's the difference. I mean, this show is your platform. You can come on this show and say, "Look, don't watch the Naked Gun remake because it sucks and it's terrible.
It sucks, all of that." Right. Yeah. Right. I mean, I think it's gonna take care of itself because it's terrible. But what we're talking about is these motherfuckers are actively racially, like, going at Ironheart because she's black, because she's a woman, and they're racist, and so they're ganging up. They're literally like, doing a fucking digital lynching of her product.
Oh shit!
And so
he said digital.
It's fucked up. Yeah, it's a fucking digital lynching. I mean, you're gonna just try to destroy somebody's shit, so that this young lady who is actually a phenomenal actress. I like her in this part, and I like her, what she brings to it, her gravitas. But you're talking about her career, and the show was actually good, but for no other reason than you're just a racist prick. You're just gonna, get your other racist friends together. I can't wait to the day where AI can let you like virtually punch somebody in the fucking face, like Mike Tyson said. Everybody talks shit until they get punched in the mouth and shit. So, keep on, bombing, keep on, like, whatever you call it, rape bombing, photo bombing, whatever, and then until that month you put that virtual headset on so you can get into it, and all of a sudden somebody puts you in your eye, the fucking AI hits you in your eye and shit, that's what I'm waiting on.
But to your point, go ahead.
So I got to say, these old ass cracker can't tell a joke. That's what I got to start saying.
Let me ask you this: do you watch an episode of Family Guy and laugh?
Yeah.
Okay, Seth MacFarlane is behind this.
I know who did the remix. But so, fuck that cracker. See, there you go. Fuck that cracker. There you go. Let's go.
Oh my God!
You got 10,000 friends behind you. You want to get 10,000 friends behind you for Seth MacFarlane and shit?
Okay, but I think for us in particular, the whole review bombing is a problem because it's against films that we've been waiting our entire lives to see. To be honest, it comes
finally have a platform to have it out in front of everyone.
It comes where it comes with this whole woke, and again, I hate that fucking word. It comes with this whole woke mentality that if you have an intelligent black character, there's no way that it can be good. Like, I can't wait to hear what these fools say about Mr. Terrific, because he's supposed to be one of the 5 smartest characters in the DC universe. And if he shows go ahead.
I was gonna say, I was sitting here listening to your comments, and they showed a video of Robert Downey Jr. on a video call with the star, Dominique Thorne.
Yeah.
Right? And he looks genuinely excited and happy for her.
He's good.
And these fools was talking about how much money did they pay him to act like that.
Yeah. It's
like Robert Downey Jr. doesn't need money to act like how he does if he doesn't want to act that way.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they don't. he's way beyond that.
Exactly.
Like they automatically think, oh, they had to pay him to act like he was really happy for her.
Well, it leads into their insecurities and their ridiculousness, and it's stupid.
Remember, there's still a mindset on, unfortunately, and it's based upon a stereotype that we can only go so far. So
Yes.
anything above whatever that bar is, whether it's intelligence, money, whatever it is,
That they don't think it
it's
should happen.
almost unrealistic to anyone outside of our culture.
Well,
so it's
no,
like
that's
I'm serious.
a good
That's
point.
literally how
That's a good
it
point.
comes across to people,
You
and
know
it's
what's real
like
science fiction to them?
what's that?
Go ahead,
I'm
Nicole.
saying, I know, I'm saying it's like because when they come out with things like Hidden Figures and things like that, everybody's like, oh, really? It's like a shock that Black people can be smart, you know what I'm saying, and intelligent and create something. And I'm like, you fail to realize, yeah, we come from the cradle of civilization. Okay, so yes, it's in our DNA to be that way.
Auntie Nicole, I agree with you on one side, but I think it's for a totally different reason. They know exactly how talented, how smart, and that is dangerous to them. And that is why
I do agree with that
and
too.
that is why they attack us. That is why they try their best to put us down. That's why they try to put us in a place because they know how
You have the
fucking
capability, right?
they know. They know. And so when it's being shown, they're like, no, get that off the screen. Get that brother with the one tooth talking about, the
Right.
shit that's going on, get the crackhead on screen. Get the gangbangers, get them on screen. Those are the people we want to see. We don't want to see the motherfuckers that's out there creating shit. We don't want the George Washington Carvers. We don't want,
We can't give them hope. We can't give them
right.
hope that there
No
is an
hope.
opportunity. Right.
No hope. Get that shit off the screen. Give us the ignorant shit.
Type
You
of
know,
positive role model.
don't get Denzel Oscar for Malcolm X. Give him the Oscar for Training Day.
God damn, Nicole and DJ, y'all had that shit deep within your soul, didn't you? You had to let that shit out. Yeah. Okay, Percy too. You're right, Percy too. All right, well, let's do this just for cohesion purposes. Let's go ahead and take our second commercial because if we don't, I doubt we'll get to it. And when we come back,
I ain't singing this time, nigga. You sing.
Okay. And when we come back, we have two trailers, one that'll make Black people happy and the other that'll make everybody happy.
Dance and sing and shit.
Yeah, right. That's right. Okay. Come on, Dr. Umar. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing's going to change.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
Are we safe?
I don't know. There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together. as a family. Has to be us.
We will protect you.
Hey, welcome back. We're the Grumpy Old Nerds. I'm Uncle John. There's Uncle Rod, Uncle Percy, Uncle DJay, and Auntie Nicole. And I don't know what that is. I'm scared, y'all. Before we go anywhere, I'm scared. I don't think Fantastic Four is going to be good.
You don't think so?
The more I look at these commercials, I'm just like, this is going to be some corny shit.
You know what I think about every time I see the trailers?
What?
I don't like the Human Torch's haircut. Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But I also do not like the fact that the Silver Surfer is a female. But I'm not gonna trip on it, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna
You're not gonna
shit
review
all
Mom?
over it in social media and talk about don't see.
I'm
this
sorry.
movie.
What was that? What was that last phrase you just said?
Don't see this movie.
No, before that, I could have sworn you said you're not gonna slob all over it.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. All right, my bad.
You hearing things, bro?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
DJ, is there something you want to tell us today, man?
Slobber.
I said shit all over it.
Yeah,
Shit. Okay. All right. Okay.
No, you heard. DJ heard what he wanted to hear. So, please, if you're watching the show, please subscribe on YouTube, Grumpy Old Nerds. I don't know, can you subscribe on Facebook to Grumpy Old Nerds? Please subscribe on Facebook if you can to Grumpy Old Nerds. We're going to have a much bigger presence going forward online.
Take it. Follow.
There you go.
Check
Like,
us out
subscribe.
on Facebook. Check us out on Twitch. All that good stuff.
Everywhere, and even
we
more
on
platforms
Twitch.
to come.
Look at us.
Okay, so I stumbled upon this trailer the other day, and I was like, okay, we're always looking for more Black content, right? So, this
wow, you sound so excited.
That's produced. We always, boss, we're always looking for more Black content.
Here we go. We all smiling.
Roll the clip. Roll the clip. Washington Black is the name of the show.
Oh, shit.
Welcome to Halifax. Last stop on the Underground Railroad. Everybody step off with their own story. Boy, do I got one for you. A story about a young man and the boy he used to be.
Tell me your name.
George Washington Black.
How did you do that? He's a clever one, isn't he? You're going to be working with me from here on out. We must leave. Do you understand? It is time to fly.
Big fella come in on the ferry looking for a black man. George Washington Black.
We're both dreamers. Can't we dream up a different world? I've been passing as a white woman.
Your marriage to McGee is vital to our survival.
A young woman would burn down the world to find you.
Death can't frighten us.
He ain't gonna leave till the job is done. You are the job.
Surrender to no one.
Only way black folk gonna climb this mountain is if we pull each other along. This just ain't his story. It's our story.
I'm going to change the world.
And that's what you're gonna do.
All right. It's not a black property unless you got the choir singing at the end.
Right.
Rod, you had a very visceral reaction when I said what this was. What's going on, man?
The name was so stereotypical. That's why I was
mean,
shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
They couldn't call it something else.
I think Sterling produced this, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, so yeah, you would think that Sterling would be able to come up with something a little bit better.
Well, no, this is based off of a book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
just come up with something better.
They change shit all the time. Wait, they change shit all the time from books. Come on now.
But
it's like, yeah, we're gonna produce this, but we're gonna change that name.
If this is a property, you're not going to change the name of the main character because you've got fans of that book, I would assume. Right?
I guess.
I think it said it was one of the most beloved books.
Right. I ain't never heard of it, but that don't mean shit because I don't read it.
Well, okay, he dropped the George, and it's just washed in black. I guess that's cool.
Okay. Have you read these books, Rod?
I have not. This is the first I'm hearing of it. But you know what? If Sterling K. Brown is an executive producer, based on what I've heard with him, some interviews and some other platforms, I think he's a solid brother. I think he's going to be putting in a lot of work to make sure that this is good. So I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. So I'm going to check it out.
Oh, absolutely. Him and his wife, yeah. I will watch it. I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah.
And it's got Lucifer in it, as Auntie Mel was saying.
So who is Lucifer? I'm sorry, you have to refresh.
His benefactor. The guy
the benefactor, yeah. The actor who's playing it. Damn, that's right. We black, y'all, because we black, y'all.
Nah, I didn't
we
need all that
black. Okay, all right.
That would have been stereotypical in and of itself as well.
Right. No, but the guy who's playing his benefactor played Lucifer.
Okay.
In a TV show that was phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, it's fantastic. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. So my thing is, and I'm kind of leery of this, is that you've got. I'm tired of us being slaves. I'm tired of watching that on TV and in the movies.
Yeah,
we know the history. There is slavery fatigue for me.
What about magical? What about magical Negroes? What about those?
All of that. A lot of those tropes, yeah, we could do without. But in a black production, we can't be the magical Negro. We'd actually need a magical white man. But nonetheless,
I want stories before we got here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm tired of. I will watch it. Make no doubt, I will watch it. But if it veers too far along the whole path of the whole slavery angle, if it leans too heavily into that, yeah, I can't see me staying for the whole series. To be honest.
It looks like the slavery thing only lasts so long. I mean, in the beginning, that's like the beginning, the beginning story. But there is like the main white guy who's narrating, who's telling the story, Lucifer, and then there's the white girl who's in love with the black guy. Wasn't that the dragon? Wasn't that the dragon?
That's actually
wasn't that the dragon queen?
That's a black.
That's a black woman.
Yeah.
Oh, she passed it. Okay. All right. My bad.
Which is a whole nother.
You know, it's funny because I've said that before, Uncle John, and I've gotten people telling me, "Oh, you don't like watching, like art history and black stories and stuff." I'm like, we can make other movies. You know what I'm saying?
We've been watching it for 50 years. We've been watching it.
But what I'm saying is that our generation is probably the last generation that remembers Roots, that remembers Queen, that remembers all these different movies and TV shows and everything. And we get it. We understand what's happened in the past. But I said we are capable of making movies of just every day.
Damn.
So, woo! So Kyle, I think what Kyle is, if I could put words in Kyle's mouth, I think what Kyle is trying to say is This looks like a young man who traverses around across the world and goes to many different places, being the non-mentally challenged Forrest Gump, which I can get with as well. Who's also a genius. I can't wait to hear the fanboys cry out because we have another black genius on TV. They can kiss my whole round
Oh,
ass.
I mean, I did too, Mel. I did too, but
So, but as long as slavery isn't the whole and
there you
full
go.
part of this story,
You don't
Yeah, I
want to
don't
be
think
the
it
main
is.
thread in the
I can be
story.
on
Right,
board.
and that's fine.
Yeah, I don't think it is. That's why they took us around the world with the sand dunes and all of that shit. You know, I don't think they want to show us the rest of it. So unfortunately, when it comes to marketing, they're showing us a lot of the beginning and stuff like that and to get started. But I think there's more to show us, and we're unfortunately, having to just go by the trailer. And you know, the problem is that the director makes the movie, the actors, the directors, they make the movie, and then the
Right.
marketing department goes, "Oh, okay,
We're
this will
gonna now we're
sell.
gonna show you what we think is gonna
What's
sell.
going to sell?" Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
I
Two,
find it
two, totally, yeah.
I find it interesting that before they go clip, 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 they put a large phallic symbol in their mouth so they can use both hands. DJ. So coming up next, we have Michael J. White in Trouble Man. Go ahead, roll that clip.
Wow.
Private detective.
Please, just call me Jax. Yeah, I heard about you.
And what kind of odd jobs do you do?
Not like I'm a hitman or anything. Just help people out of tight situations.
I need you to find Jahari. She doesn't know how ready to drop it. She just disappeared. But I need her back here. She said she knew you were trouble.
Challenge accepted.
She was hanging with some cat named Money. He's supposed to be some big baller or whatever.
When's the last time you seen her?
A couple of days ago.
Went to her apartment and it was trashed.
I'm supposed to just sit here waiting for her to show up?
We have to have a plan.
All right, Black Belt Jones, what's the plan?
She has no idea what she's getting herself into. How many extra clips you got?
Thought you didn't like guns.
I don't like condoms either, but I ain't stupid. I ain't got no time for this shit.
Hey man, why you keep trying to be this girl's savior?
This ain't business. This is very personal.
All I know is if you don't get that gun out of my face. Now that was fast. That was nice.
Trust me, it's what I do.
I find it
Okay.
interesting that we went from Washington Black to Trouble Man. Michael J. White just whooping everybody's ass. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Can I go first?
Sure, DJ.
Do your thing.
First of all, I hate to say it, but I think my boy Michael J. White is getting a little old because a lot of them punches and kicks was way away. They weren't that close. So whoever edited this shit, there was too much space between the hits and stuff. You could tell that shit didn't connect. That's the first thing. Second thing is it looks like they spent more money on the cars than they did the cast, because I mean, I mean it's not like
black.
Star studded, BET star studded. Yeah, I mean.
Hey, but you know what? They're very talented, though.
Very talented. Man, listen. Orlando Jones is the dude, but not like you've seen him anything lately. And Method Man shows up when they give him a check. And
But that's because he went off on them. That's because he went off on them people in American Gods, and they took him off.
Man, listen. There you go. And Lala. I mean, I pay to see Lala.
Just, you're on your own with that one, bro.
Lala, shit.
Nah, you already know that one. But is this something that we would watch?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'd have to say this. The cat for me, DJ talking about the cast. All jokes aside, the cast is what's drawing me in. To be very honest, Orlando.
Oh no, absolutely, absolutely. I'm just saying, I saw the white Rolls Royce, and I'm like, okay, y'all spent more on that than y'all probably paid them motherfuckers and shit.
Yeah,
hey, man, I'm a fan of martial arts films, and Michael Jai White is one of the best in the business right now. So
one of the best in the business, yes, sir.
Yeah.
And he respects his elders.
Damn, Kyle. Kyle is going to go ahead and review bomb this film. But T.O. is
whoa.
But
Bruce Willis died?
No. That's
what
they're saying.
Why you fucking me up, man? Don't be fucking me up like that.
Don't look. You about to put us out there. We about to be viral for all the wrong reasons. We already got Percy out here calling people's crackers. But we got 3 minutes left. Uncle DJ, what you got for us on the way out the door?
Shit.
Nice. Uncle Rod, what you got?
Hey, everybody. Big wrestling weekend.
I thought he was about to change his sweater, put on his Mr. Rogers shoes and shit. Hey, everybody.
No, not at all. That is not me. NXT Great American Bash this weekend. Also, AEW All In Texas. And WWE Evolution. All female card.
Yep. Really? Wrestling? That's what you got?
That's what I got.
Okay.
He's got wrestling this week. Auntie Nicole, what you got for us?
Nothing. But everybody stay safe out there.
Hey, what's going on with Hydro Betty? Is Hydro Betty still
What the fuck is up with Hydro Betty?
Man, y'all don't want to know nothing about growing no tomatoes, but
no, actually, so in my old age,
other things.
Oh God. So I've actually tried to start growing some ginger. So thank you.
It's the same equipment. It's the same equipment. Okay, what about green pepper? Brothers need green pepper.
That's what I was talking about.
I grow it all.
Before I was so rudely
whoever
you do it all, Auntie Nicole. That's why people randomly come up and give you some. All right. Well, yes, we will definitely be reviewing Superman next week. I have to say I'm looking forward to it. I think James Gunn has put a really heavy load on his shoulders, and I think he can pull it off. Now, I don't know about all these 20 fucking supporting characters that he's got going on, but he has actually shown that he is deft at going back and forth between different characters and everybody getting their shine.
Cool. All right, T.O. Yeah, he's still alive, but yeah, he's not doing too much.
Oh, you know what I mean? DJ and God.
Thank you, bro.
I vegetables right now, Kyle.
Because I go through a whole motherfucking marathon of Bruce Willis and shit, and it'll be more than this shit if when that brother goes, because he's invited to the cookout. That's my motherfucker right there.
Okay, before DJ puts us any further under the bus, thank you for watching Grumpy Old Nerds. We're here every Thursday at 8:30-ish, and we give you reviews. We try not to review bomb, but give you honest opinions, and if you don't agree with us, to hell with you. So for Uncle DJ, Uncle Rod, Auntie Nicole, Cuzzin Amayou, Uncle Percy, and super producer Mel, thank you and good night.